Well, this has been a while. Boy, this update has been a while, and it's been a long time coming because, well, you kind of knows what I've been doing as far as life is concerned. Channel-wise, I've been quite busy, as you can tell, between Taiko no Tatsujin, Dessert Muso is finished. I decided not to do the 10th game, which was the English version Taiko Drum Master, because of the main reason why copyright. And there are a lot of songs that have copyright so far up the ass that I don't even want to touch it. So it's gonna be the 9 and 1 instead of 10 1. So that means I've basically hit 259 on the list. With all that still going on, like Dragon Ball, Fighter Z, and WrestleQuest, trying to find a time to put them, trying to make the parts and whatnot, that's been the biggest challenge. But since I got kind of a nice little space right here that I can actually make a video, I'm actually glad I'm just getting this done. So for the next couple weeks, you'll see Fighter Z and WrestleQuest. So some days some days like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you might see Dragon Ball. Weekend on, you might see WrestleQuest. So I'm trying to get as much as I can between the two games. I've been getting quite an influx of games for Steam as of late. Berserk was one of them that I had to finish because it just irks me the way that when you have a game, when you have a schedule to do certain games on one channel, then the one thing you want to do is you want to get as much content as you can out of it. The many times I've basically just sat there and, the many times I've basically sat there and just like, guess what? Let me get this done, let me get this done, let me get this done, let me get this done. And it's not been easy because other games that I still have unfinished, I need time with them, and I don't really have that kind of time these days to actually make the parts. Like I know SRW is one of those games. Speaking of which, if I'm not mentioning it, I can't do V and X and the version of 30 I have on here. I mean, I do have the Steam version of 30, which 40 sent me like months ago. So I can actually play off that and just keep it merged like with where we are in the LP, which is like in the 70s or something like that. So we're working with two different quote-unquote universes. One being the 616 Space Universe and the 616 Earth Universe. otherwise known as, we got RCO 616 and RCO 2UC. 616, of course, means prime, but 2UC is, excuse me, Ultimate Universal Century. That's what TUC means. Ultimate Universal Century. That means all the known characters are out there, but they don't know each other, and they don't and do know each other. They remember certain things about the characters, but you know, they're what they brought to the table of SRW. Like, say, the Ray Earth Trio, they know about Amuro, Koji, and Shard, and all that. They know about it. In another universe, they don't know shit about it. You know, it's like with Getarobo. You know, Getarobo, Mazinger, that sort of thing. I can't say I pretty much care much for multiverses the way Marvel's been doing in multiverse. Unless you're counting Spider-Verse, then, you know, that's okay. But whatever Marvel is doing, I have no clue what the hell they're doing. Same with DC. I do have a couple of other games on hand on Steam that I really should be doing. Especially around this time that I'm doing a lot of manga, anime, and comic games. Now, when they do the Wolf, I know the Wolf Among Us 2 is in the works, so I plan to do that. Aside from that, I might consider streaming that when I actually get back to doing a full-time stream when I have a place of my own. When that is, I have no friggin' clue when that is, but it's gonna be pretty damn soon. Each one of these tracks that you're hearing, they're all on my MP3 player. And I'm glad I took my MP3 player with me to this place. It's been a boon since I have trouble sleeping. I'm actually glad that at certain times of the night, I put that on, I basically turn on my MP3 player, start recording, well, not start recording, but as soon as I go to sleep, boom. So, you can bet your bottom dollar that when I start moving, when I get out of this place, here's a stretch. I'm definitely going to enjoy sleeping. But that I will definitely treat as a luxury. I don't treat sleep as a luxury these days. Especially when you have insomnia and sleep apnea. It's more likely you want to sleep, but you can't really get that sleep you want. It's like, I want it, but here you can't. But sure, I want to sleep so badly. But you can't get that sleep. I forbid you to get that sleep. That's how it feels like sometimes. As awful as it is, so as far as my sanity goes, I'm still here, as you can tell. I'm still doing YouTube videos, despite the madness I had to go through in order to make one. If I get some kind of grace period, which is the weekend, I plan to make like three, maybe 4 videos if I can. Commentary or no commentary. I know with Persona 4 Dancing All Night, it's no commentary. Taiko no Tatsujin was no commentary because my focus was really at work. So me talking while I'm playing the drums, yeah, don't need that. I'm so glad when I got this running again. I got a lot of games as far as what I've been digging up on PS1, PS1, 2, NES, and Sega Genesis, Sega CD is concerned. Because my ass has been in the repo. That's all you need to know. I found some goodies up there. And I plucked a few, and, you know, haven't really full trying to make, like, any sort of progress in making videos, but I would like to. When? I don't know. But I would like to. Being here, it just taught me one thing. People need help. They need more help than they realize. Why? I have no clue, but they do need help. But they don't want to take advantage of the help that they're given. So that's why during those hours, during those peak hours like 11 and 2 o'clock, I go ahead and just say, you know what? I'm leaving my pod for a spell. Go ahead, do that. If not that, I don't have anything else to do. I'm just going to just, you know, just bounce and say, oh, hey, Tuesday, Rhythm and Wellness gives me quote-unquote a full day. If not that, there's Thursday, when I have therapy. I have therapy like every 2 weeks. And after that, well, either I come back or I go right on to rehearsal. Rehearsal starts at 6, so I have to be there at 5. That means I come back around 4, get picked up at 5, or take the bus at 5. Or rather, I take the bus at 4:30 or so. I could be there like 5 something. Let me check something. Had to answer that. That was a phone call regarding an upcoming phone call with my doctor. It's a thing, but you know, hey, gotta do what you gotta do. Aside from that, I didn't move my phone right away from my mic. It hums very loudly. You know, when it vibrates, it vibrates. Like I said, everybody needs help around here. They do. It's like even on level 2, there's still people who need help. They're not at all there yet, and yet they want to get there, but they need that kind of help that is needed. Mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. What gets me is that you have services there they're providing at this place that could take you from here into the outside world. But they don't want to take advantage of that. No, they want to bitch and whine about petty stuff. It is what it is, but it's sad when people just not want to fully take advantage of the good they have in them. That's what I find so funny about the situation. I don't think I'm gonna get through every part of the of basically each track, because I don't know how long each track really is. The game track is different from the MP3 track. There's some people who do take advantage of the services in a good way. They take the knowledge with them, the insight, and everything else that goes with that. The stuff in between, that's what is needed sometimes. As far as I know, all I just want is a place of my own, so I can technically do what I enjoy, which is this: making videos, doing contract work like voiceovers and writing books. That is considered in the realm of contract work. Which most people don't realize, that writing a book is in itself a contract job. And the only thing I want to do is, while I'm here, finish this book as much as I can. Type it up on here, have it in my phone, so I can pre-present it or not, but just say, oh, it's right here. Or it's in OneDrive or something like that, just to say, it's here, I have it. That's the kind of advantage I want to take. So I got all this time in the world, but I don't want to waste it. You know. Like, I really don't. I don't really want to waste it. So I don't plan to waste it. That's why I make every day count for something. Every video that I make count for something. You have no idea the many posts I've read on, the many posts I looked up on Reddit that says, especially about Let's Plays, I've always wanted to, and do it already. And most of them talk about the editing process. Like, that's one thing, but it's not the whole thing. Editing, yeah, that's all you're doing. You're making this, you're making that. Even what you see here, what you saw there, me pausing the video for a second, that was an edit. Because I'm talking to somebody that, you know, wants to make a checkup on my health. That's all there is to it. And the one thing I'm just really doing is just taking it all in. even with what I'm doing at church, you know, the one thing I'm doing is I'm writing a book. I'm sharing my insight with other like-minded individuals who are writers. It doesn't have to be Christian. It just has to make sense. Make it to where it makes sense. The one thing I just don't do at church is I don't have that tolerance to listen to every person who comes up to the podium and they start talking. And then I gotta deal with some random person. Make sure, oh, hey, don't fall asleep. Why? Because I've had a long week. I had to deal with A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, and P. The entirety of this point in my life, I need a break. Let me get my respite. Let me close my eyes for a moment. So I'll stand up when it's praise and worship. Or maybe what I'll do is just sit on the chair and I can still sing. I said, oh, and then there's the picnic. So yeah, picnic, right. Like I really want to go to a church picnic. The entirety of me going to a picnic and all I'm going to do is I'm not exactly going to go and eat. Because they're going to have us do something. They're going to have us set up and do this and do that. And I'm just going to say this. I don't mind wanting to set up, but don't have me wanting to break it down. I don't know. I'm just not going to do that. Because that's like time that I really could be doing videos. I could be working on a series. I could be doing ABCDFG. I could do something worth my time, worth my time, worth something instead of just sitting around, saying, oh, I'm around people. This entire time I'm around people. And you wonder why I like going back to 4. Out of all the Ridge Racer games that there are out there, this is the only one that actually has a music player. In which all I'm doing is watching the cars. Or rather, I'm not watching the cars, I'm really just listening to the music. The cars are just driving under different engines. Makes me want to do Daytona USA on the Saturn. Like the OG one, not the Championship Circuit edition. Although I didn't mind the music. Few things I've noticed while I've been on this laptop of mine is certain emulators do not work the way I want them to work. Like I tried running Redream, it doesn't work on here, but yet it works fine on my desktop. Flycast works. Gave it a smell test. Yeah, Flycast works. RetroArch still works. Still has all my old data on there. From the games I've been playing on it. my external hard drive. Excuse me, I had lunch. It's just, it's funny because after I had like one checkup after my heart, there's been a whole lot of adjustments. One such thing is my Ozempic. My doctor had to just up the dosage. So if I'm taking like 0.5, well, I'm gonna feel that kick. Of course, the kick is rather super potent. I'm rather glad it's super potent where it counts. It is gonna be a thing, but I can tell you what, I like it. It's okay with me. Because it's getting rid of all that blockage I probably have in my body for quite some time. I'm just glad to be active again in some form. To where I don't have to sit around, lay around, and do nothing. I can do that when I have my own pace. Because I think what I'm really going to enjoy most is sleep. I haven't had a good night's sleep since dare I say it, but 2025. So it's been a whole ass year. It's been a whole ass year since I hadn't had it, a decent night's worth of sleep. Because I've been sleeping on a couch bed and not a real bed. My actual bed is, of course, in storage. So you can tell my body has been like dragging me, and I've been feeling the drag to where I almost stumbled. That just tells you something. Yeah, I'm exhausted. I mean, I'm grateful I have a place where I can just lay my head down. Now, without the people around, it'd be perfect. Oh, and on top of that, to where it's not too cold and not too hot, the weather be just right. Hot when it needs to be, cool when it needs to be. Not cold, just cool. And I'm looking at all these games I still have going that I hadn't touched since the move. So it's gonna be. It is what it is. That just happens. So when I probably get out of here, most likely when it happens, I plan to make a return to the Ace Attorney series with Apollo Justice. Since I have that on Steam, I pretty much feel like I want to do the other two games of Apollo Justice because I really haven't done. I mean, if I did, I probably did in a stream, but I know I'm looking forward to finishing up GC in LP format since I didn't finish it in stream format. W2, or as well, because those were the only two SRW games I actually did stream at one point, but I never did finish them because of where I was. it is what it is. But it's just something that I wouldn't mind if I could just finish up. I got plenty of games that I have on this external. Good Lord, let me tell you, the games I have on this, I found I really want to get to them. But I really want to be in a place where I can truly focus to do them. Or at least make parts. I really would like to start over with Xenogears since there's a different version of it out. And I really want to try it and see how it handles. There's also a different version of The Legend of Dragoon that I have on external that I want to try out. Just because of that reason alone. Among the main games that I still have to finish. Thanks, Spike Chunsoft. Oh yeah, and I'm looking at another game that I plan to do, and I did buy it for myself. Light Fairy Tale Episode 3. Now, if I played the first two games, then the last game should be something. Really, really something. Same thing with Yakuza. I got plenty of Yakuza games that I have. Especially the PSP one, because the old one I had, it was really messed up. And then they made another version of it. A brand new version from the ground up. I really want to try that, just for the sake of trying it out. Aside from that, you know, it's just been one extreme to the next in this place. I'm glad I'm not around it when it happens. So, like I said, there's some people who just need hope. Or they just need to get up and actually do something. So I just sit around and do nothing. That's why I get up and do something. I hang around OT, you know, occupational therapy. So hey, I hang out with them every chance I get. And they appreciate it, you know. The little things I do to help them, you know, it counts towards something. Plus, hey, having a cap or a pair of pants as things, yeah, I don't know. That's cool. I can work with that. Aside from all that, I think with everything that's been happening so far in my life, the one thing I want to do, I do have a voiceover session happening, but again, I've been told that it does open up right around, say, by the damn near end of the week. So I'm going to constantly check on that. I checked today. There was no openings. So I know for certain that once Thursday show up, they should have something open up. Most likely it's going to be for Friday. I did call them. I just let them know my situation. Got a notification that says, oh, well, talk to the manager. said that it should have some openings by the end of this week. And the end of the week is coming, meaning Thursday. So if I can nail something for Friday, that'd be great. That'd be right on time. So with that said, that is the objective of many objectives that I got planned as far as now and later and past that. I'm just glad to be able to make a video again. Even if it's an update video. No matter where I am, I gotta keep the game going. I gotta keep, keep up with the show. It is what it is, but it keeps me busy. And plus, hey, you guys enjoy it. So it is what it is. And I'm gonna keep on keeping on. So with that, my friends, thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time. For more great content, see you soon. The Tenkaichi has spoken, and I am out.